right? Aló, ¿qué pasó?
Cosas que pasan aquí en Shinjuku, Kabukicho. Venís de acá tranquilamente a grabar algo y de pronto te hacen grabar otra cosa. No sé qué pasó. Gente, estamos aquí, ahora sí, en Shinjuku. Venimos a Kabukicho porque estoy con una amiga que me va a ayudar un poquito a entender cómo funciona Japón. Japón es distinto, ya les dije muchas veces. Japón es diferente, ahora vamos a descubrir realmente qué tan diferente es para otra persona que, como yo, que en cierta medida soy diferente acá, qué tan diferente es Japón y específicamente Tokio para ella.
Aló, ¿qué pasó? Friki Delcarajo.
Friki Delcarajo.
Friki Delcarajo.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, hello people, my name is Ila and I go by Crazy Ila. I live in Japan, I'm a YouTuber and I'm also a content creator and marketer in the country of the rising sun. Thank you for having me, Juanito.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay, we doing Japanese?
Hi, so des. Muchas gracias. Sumimasen. Quiero preguntarle un poco entonces a ella. Sorry for the Spanish. Quiero preguntarle un poco a ella. And if you come here, closer to the mic, it's better. Arigatou gozaimasu. Le quiero preguntar un poco cómo es esa cosa de ser distinto acá en Japón. The topic of the day is Kabukicho. Where can I get girls? No, that's for the next video. I want to know.
You went straight in it.
No vengan a Kabukicho a buscar pibas porque te van a estafar. It's a scam, Kabukicho. Así que no lo hagan, amigos. Pero yo me siento distinto en Japón. Soy como exótico en Japón.
Yes.
In Argentina, I'm just like anyone. And here, I'm like, oh, exotic and different.
Messi.
La gente acá me dice, vos sos Messi. Bueno, está bien, soy Messi. Okay. When did you find out or felt for the first time that you were different here?
Okay, so first the context is I'm from Congo. So in Congo, Central Africa, in my country there's 80 million of us and we pretty much look the same. I mean skin color wise and maybe I would say culturally.
Like in Argentina with me.
Right? And when I came here in 2017, that's when I realized that I was black. I knew, but it's like it was never that much on my face.
No, ella no sabía. Se enteró en Japón.
I didn't know at all. So you've seen, we met today and you've seen only like maybe 3 hours walking around how people react to me, right? How people are like, hey, are you a celebrity? It's interesting.
With you, if I went to anyone here, like, Jackie Chan. It's like, oh, you look like Jackie Chan. Yeah, I look like Messi. Okay.
That's for sure. I think they identify me to some singer that I never know the name of, or some model that I never... Oh, really?
Or someone like from the 70s.
Yeah, for sure. Because I usually have an afro, and it's usually the older people that I think that they identify me with someone from the 70s or something. I don't know, you tell me. So being different in Japan is, you're reminded very much every day that you look different by the way
good
people...
or in a bad way?
Two ways. In both ways. Sometimes you meet people that are admiring the fact that you're different, right? They're really curious about you, about where you're from, how the culture works, things work in your country and stuff like that. And some other people, it's more in a condescending way, it's more in a...
Oh, I'm sorry that you're different.
Like that, right? And so you experience stuff like that with friends at work and things like that. And the thing with Japan is that it's very subtle, it's very silent, it's not very frontal.
Like the gaijin seat.
Like the gaijin says that you're already aware of things here. Congratulations.
Gaijin seat, para que no sabe gaijin seat, vos de pronto llegas al metro, al tren, te querés sentar y el japonés es como...
You've had that? You already had your gaijin
Once.
seat? Congratulations. Here's your badge.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Ya llegué a Japón.
But the thing with you is that you have tattoos as well, so you're pretty scary.
Yeah, but it's winter.
Ah, they don't see it?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I'm in the gym, I can show my tattoo, so...
Oh, thank God, because if you came here in summer...
And you always wear like basketball. Jerseys
So everything is outdated.
Otro problema serio acá. Los tatuajes, no podés tener tatuajes en Japón. ¿Por qué? Porque Yakuza. Yeah. One thing I noticed here is sometimes I feel like people are just they are ignorant. It's not in a bad way what they are doing, but it's like they are ignorant because they never saw someone different.
Is that I think Japanese people are so sufficient and so complete. I think they feel so complete being in Japan and being Japanese that they never felt like they need to go outside to see something else. Because the rest of the world is looking toward Japan to come here, to visit here. So they're like, yeah, we're in our comfort zone, we speak a language that is only spoken here, and we're fine. So when people from outside come here, literally every non-Japanese, it doesn't matter your colors, as long as you're not Japanese, it's like, you know, you attract some sort of attention depending on your circle, but there's still a reminder, a constant reminder that you're different at work and everywhere. And the fun part is that the people that I met here that are born and raised in Japan but are, for example, from Africa or from America, but they only know Japan as their country. They're still treated like foreigners.
Like being a hafu.
Exactly.
It's hafu es cuando sos mitad y mitad, ¿no? Mitad japonés, mitad otra cosa, otro país. Y acá todos los días te van a recordar que vos no sos japonés.
It's funny that I can understand many of your words. Interesting. Huh.
Oh, japonés, no.
Yes.
No japonés. You, no japonés.
Me, no japonés. Me, comment on dit, how to say black?
Negro, negra.
Me, okay, did we just say the N-word?
No.
I know. I know the joke. Yeah, I'm not
Corte.
Japanese. No, why? Oh, you'll be cancelled if you do that?
No. Because
It's
if you're
a
okay,
word in...
we are okay. Ah.
It's the word in...
No, yeah. In Argentina, we use negro like in a... to call a friend. Like it's friendly to call, hey, negro.
Like in
But
between black people, we use
No.
say that.
In white people. It's like, or
I didn't know
negri.
that.
We use negri.
Yeah, because it actually means black in your language, so
Yeah,
it makes sense.
but when someone is not black, we use negro. Like it's like a
It's slang.
yeah, but with a friend.
Wow, I wanna come there.
Oh,
and see
negro.
how it feels.
Negri is like more, I don't know how to say.
Familiar.
Yeah, negri.
Wow, interesting dynamic though.
But maybe
Okay.
someone is like with me. Negro. Hey.
¿Estás diciéndome que tú no eres blanca? La decepción, la traición, amigo.
Yeah, yo no soy negro. Yo estoy más blanco, además. Con el invierno estoy. What are some things that feel better here, being different?
Oh, the Gaijin city is an actual privilege.
Yeah, I can
Because I
spread
have
my
more
legs.
space, I can spread my leg. Let him come out, right?
Depends. It depends on who's watching.
Exactly. Yeah, so there are things like that. And something that foreigners here in Japan call the Gaijin card. So because people think you're different, so you probably don't know this and that, you're probably ignorant as of using this and that, you probably don't speak Japanese. So even if you're fully integrated and you speak the language and you know how things work, but that day you just feel lazy about doing things and you want to be helped, you can use the Gaijin card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're acting like an ignorant. Oh, sumimasen, where is this? How is this? You actually know, but you're just like, let me have someone to help me. So that's something. And I would say, for me as a Congolese person, I really like the fact that I'm so safe from men because I look intimidating for Japanese men, let me tell you.
When I did the interview with Kate Morinaga,
Yeah.
I asked her about her looks. She's different. And she's more like, nosotros decimos exuberante. Ella es más, and she was like,
extravagante.
yeah, that's actually not good for me here.
It's not at all.
In Argentina, she would be.
Oh yeah, everywhere else I
Yeah.
think. But here I am. Oh my God! If you start talking about dating, we'll stay here until tomorrow.
Otro video, tenemos que hacer otro video. ¿Cómo carajo es tener citas acá en este país? No se entiende, yo lo entiendo. Como la gente tiene citas, pero cuando ni para el japonés ni para el que viene de afuera, yo lo entiendo.
Definitely. Everything you say.
Sarasa, 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 sarasa. Okay. What's like one or maybe the worst thing about being different? I saw a video that it was a black guy here, and he was like talking like how people, for example, they come to him and like, can I touch your hair? Like,
That's my daily life. I mean, we've got it. No, today they didn't touch. Today it was more recognizing. But yeah, there's a lot of that. To me, it's not the worst because it's not very frontal. It's not always in a negative way. But to me, it's like there are days where I'm like, oh, get the hell out of it, you know. But most of the time, it's like, yeah, because it's also older people, and you act with them with a sort of respect because they're elderly. So when they want to touch your hair or they're asking you, I got a grandma who wanted me to sign an autograph, and I was like, who do you think I am?
No, you're just black.
Yeah, she was like, oh, she called me Barbie. She was like, oh, Barbie-chan, can you write Barbie-chan on my phone? I wrote Barbie-chan on her phone, and I also feel it was amazing. We kept in contact and we even chat with each other. And just because I was walking around as a human being in Japan,
Japón.
yeah, that's very interesting. It doesn't happen often, but I think in countryside, places like Mie Prefecture, places like Inaka of Japan, in Tokyo, nobody cares unless you have like an afro today. Then it's very different for them. They can come and put their fingers. It's sometimes with no permission. They just pew, and you're like, bitch, I just had my shampoo.
And it's Japan, no touching, no.
Exactly. Why are you touching me? You guys don't even touch each other.
No touch, puris.
Dame. Yes,
Thank you.
You have that a lot. I think the worst thing for me was dating, to be honest.
Why?
Because you come in a country where 99.9999% of men are Japanese. And I think they don't have much preference for black women. Most of the time when I try dating Japanese men, they look at me as someone who is too loud, too out there, too extrovert, because I'm quite the opposite of the typical Japanese woman. I'm not that shit. I'm like straight to the point. Apparently I'm opinionated, which I didn't know. I'm very different when it comes to conversation. Like I try to have conversations that are around society, thoughts.
No, you just have to
I would say normal
talk about
conversation.
marriage
Marriage
and cooking.
Give me your pocket money, because that's the best thing about Japan. Men give to their wife their their salary, and the woman give them pocket money. Did you know that?
Yeah. Acá en Japón es muy común que el hombre trabaje, la mujer no trabaja, pero la mujer maneja el dinero. Entonces vos trabajás, ella se queda el dinero y te dice, toma,
Perfect.
100 yenes.
Perfect scenario for me. What? You want to complain about that?
No. Necesitamos un japonés. We need a Japanese guy to marry her.
No.
No, just to give you his money.
Not even that anymore, because Japanese men are
Different. Acá todo es diferente.
small.
お前はもう死んでいる。何？
Cut that out.
Tengo otro video que voy a hacer.
Cut that out, please.
Tengo otro video que voy a hacer sobre si eso es un mito o es una realidad.
I have so many things to say.
No, it's just Japan is too cold.
For sure.
Too cold.
For sure. So yeah, that has been the worst thing for me. Like I didn't expect that. I was just like coming here, with life and time. You're like, okay, I'll find a partner. I'll be dating around. I'll just enjoy my life. But most of the time, you just friend zoned, and the definition of friendship is not even what you think. People come to you to ask for services and advice and stuff like that. But nobody's really has the intention of like making you their partner. From what I've seen so far in Japan, with Japanese men. And sometimes they just want to try me. And I had a guy like that literally tell me, I've been with like 88 different women, but I've never tried a black woman. So bitch, what century is this?
Or at least don't say it. Say it after.
No, because the social cues are very different. That you didn't even think that that's something you shouldn't be saying out loud.
Oh, and here you have to say what you want, because acá no puedes tocar a la gente. No le puedes dar un beso en la calle a una persona. Para hacer algo tenés que decirle, hola, me gustás, vamos a un sitio.
How dare you even kiss? Like the first day, let's go somewhere and kiss. Unless it's a bookie show.
I asked a girl, how do you go about if you meet someone in a bar or somewhere and you want to kiss her? And she was like, why would you want to kiss someone that you just met?
Welcome to Japan.
No, well, I mean, maybe it's like the third date, whatever.
Third day, and she was like, no.
No,
See, this is why I'm struggling here.
I was like, how do you go about it? You have to go somewhere. And it's like, so I have to tell you, hola, te quiero dar un beso, vámonos para allá. Es raro.
I swear to God, it's very interesting because when you come to a country, you want to learn the language, you want to integrate, and you're young, you're a certain age. The easiest way is to date people, have friends, relationship, and the dynamic is completely. You constantly just reminded that you're different, and sometimes I wish it just didn't exist because sometimes I forget. I just come out with my afro and my leggings, and then everybody's like. Then you're like, what did I do again? What's up? What's going on?
Yeah, it's something that opens a door, but you can cross the door.
Exactly. That's a good way of putting it. You can definitely cross the door. And yeah, it has been good for me so far. Maybe also good in a sense that it has reminded me of who I am, my identity. I dig a little bit more as of where I come from, what are my ancestry and stuff, and what are our traditions. Because when you are reminded that you're different, you want to say, okay, how am I different? Where am I coming from? So I can also show, well, I'm different, but I am from da-da-da-da. My culture is da-da-da-da. So yeah, it has reinforced sort of my identity as an African Congolese woman. So yeah, so far so good, I would say. Except dating.
So you never had a Japanese boyfriend?
Oh, I've had, but I think dates. Reaching the
3
level
days.
of, let me tell you.
But it's somebody told me you go out like 3 times. In the third one, the guy has to say something like, I like you. I want you to be my girlfriend.
Here it's like an official thing, I think sometimes they even make a whole shebang of like, yeah, it's the day he's asking her to be your girlfriend. So for me as a foreign woman to reach the level of
From
girlfriend...
nothing to girlfriend.
Let me tell you.
And then we kiss, finally.
Exactly. This.
Quiero que sea mi novia, no te di un beso en la
Oh
vida.
my god. It's very funny, yeah.
And then people here don't kiss much.
Not in public.
But
Yeah, in private, of course, but yeah, in public.
my
like,
friend Naka, the YouTuber,
Yeah.
he told me his girlfriend told him that since they've been together like for a year, she kissed him more than she ever kissed anyone
Anybody
ever.
else. The dynamic is definitely different between Japanese themselves and Japanese in like interracial couple. The dynamic is completely different.
Ella se estaba riendo cuando la saludé.
Let
me- yeah.
What are you saying?
Cuando la saludé porque la iba a saludar y le digo como hola, hola.
The way you greeted me.
Yeah.
That was weird. I was like,
yo no sé.
guys, no, I have to tell them. Guys, I met him at the station for the, and I'm like coming warm. I'm like, yeah, I'm meeting Marnito and
Oh,
stuff.
konnichiwa.
And it was konnichiwa in the, what was that? It was like,
Genki desu ka?
I was like, what happened to you? Who did this to you?
Sumimasen. Acá es una cosa que te acostumbras a no tocar a la gente, te acostumbras a vas como yendo para adentro. It's like I'm not outside here, I'm inside. No puedes hacer ruido, no puedes hacer nada. Es
Are you
muy-
putting music in your apartment? Have you already started? Because you get all the neighbors
Yeah.
with their ding banging your. It's so funny.
like the volume super low. I don't
Yeah.
know. I want to take a shower with music. No.
But the funny thing that I'm observing about you is that you're much more aware of their customs than I am.
Oh.
Because I feel like you've been watching about things about Japan so much that it's in your head, and every time you're very careful.
But maybe
and very
just
cautious.
too much.
It
I'm
takes
like-
time. It takes time.
I'm acting like a Japanese.
You're acting like a kaisha in Japanese, very precisely. He's acting like he's in the company and you greeting your boss. You made me laugh so hard.
Pero mira, esto no pasa en Japón. Me tocó el brazo. Eso no pasa en Japón.
Oh, really?
No, that doesn't happen here.
Yeah, no. I had trouble
es
with
así
that
de
too.
raro. En Argentina we have.
Yeah.
Aló, ¿qué
In Congo
pasó?
too. In Congo too. I had trouble with that as well because I talk a lot with my hand gesture and touching people.
Like me.
It's a, yeah,
Aló,
it's a
¿qué
way
pasó?
to, right? Hello, ¿qué pasó? But here in Japan, you're talking. We started social distancing since Edo era. It doesn't even matter. It didn't start with Corona. You're talking to a person with like, yeah, it's their ways.
And things that are normal here,
Yeah.
for me it's like awkward. Like when
Oh,
you
really?
say goodbye, like goodbye. It's like if I was nervous to do something, like bye.
Oh, it must be tough for you though, because you're coming from a very warm place where people are very social. Yeah. Welcome to the depression.
Bienvenidos a un lugar que es hermoso, pero también es muy difícil. La idea de este video es que hablemos de ser diferentes, no sí que sos negro, blanco, verde, chino. Ser diferente. Being different here in general.
I got that one interesting. I'm understanding everything you're saying.
Negro, blanco, chino.
Yes.
Muy fácil.
I would say something really bad happened to me at work. I actually changed that job and I've never said it in public before. And yeah, I had bosses that kept referencing things like slavery, Black Lives Matter to me. Okay, from the beginning, I applied for the job. It was about environmental services. I went for the interview, and I think the company is American, so the overall environment is very Americanized. And from the interview, we talked about what the job and stuff, and then the guy was suddenly talking about Obama. Something political. Obama did something, I don't even know what, and then he was asking me, and then suddenly he looked at me and said, "Oh, it's not about you being black, you know, it doesn't matter, don't feel offended about that." I was like, "Sir, I'm not even American. I just have no knowledge about American politics to be." So I was like, "Why are you associating me, an African Congolese person, with Obama politics?" It was like, okay, this is a red flag, but I still got the job, and there were so much microaggression in the job itself. The way he was talking to me compared to my other colleague was very different. He was very condescending, but because I was always aware of myself and trying to look at the bigger picture, I was thinking, nah, it's in my head. Nah, maybe it's in my head. But when I started sharing with friends, they're like, you're living in a toxic environment.
Oh, and also, being a woman here.
Yes.
It's two things, las dos cosas.
You make the tea, making the tea for the colleagues before you're a woman.
Anda a la cocina. Go to the kitchen.
Yes. People don't expect to give you responsibility that you are capable to do per your skills, per your experience, because you have a vagina. And then your colleague who are, I wouldn't say less, but less skilled, and the qualifications are very different. Number one, they have a better position than you. Number two, they talk to with other regards than when people talk to you. And when it comes to dynamic in the office, people would refer to me for things like we went on a business trip and then they wanted to make a fire camp and stuff like that. And then nobody could find the flash matches and stuff. And then they came to me, "Oh, yeah, you're from Congo. How do you do the thing with the stones?" What? What are you guys watching on TV? I was like, I'm not from the jungle, for fuck's sake.
People think like Africa, it's all the same place that you see on National Geographic.
The worst thing is I'm from Kinshasa, the capital, which is, I don't even know anything about our own jungle. I feel bad about it. It's very interesting, the dynamic in Japan, because I feel like they are so far in technology, so far advanced, but for basic things like social interactions, knowledge about other people's culture and stuff, they're so far behind. So it's a place where you think, how is this so forward and so backward at the same time? It's very interesting.
Last week, a Chinese girl told me, Japan took a lot of cultural things from China. China got rid of that like
centuries.
Yeah, and Japan still has everything that took from China back in the day.
Interesting, right? They're not updating the famous Kaizen, constant improvement in Japan. I don't know where it's applying right now, because I feel like everything got so stable and doing the same circle, repeating the same thing when it comes to like in companies, in work, in economy, and in social life. It's just like we perfect the way we are. We don't need diversity. I have so many comments like that on my YouTube, and even foreigners say, stop trying to input your diversity and like difference in Japan. They find the way they are because the diversity comes with a lot of issues that we don't want to deal with. We want that country to be a monolith. Japan is for Japanese people. It's like this is 2023. Evolve.
And it's like you are who you are. It's not like you are trying to be something here.
Exactly.
I am this. Sorry, Perdón, sumimasen.
No, don't never be sorry about who you are. No, you're not
No,
sorry.
but here everything is sumimasen, everything.
Definitely.
In Argentina we say thank you. For example, I give you something or I let you in first. Here is sorry. It's not thank you. It's like everything is the other way. Sorry, perdón por la molestia, no, gracias.
There's a certain consideration I have to say about them not trying to bother other people. They feel like your personal space is bothered when they interact with you. So they tend to just mind their business and not interfere with people's daily life. So for them it's a form of respect. For us it's like, this is too cold, because why am I with my boyfriend, Japanese boyfriend, in my bed and he's sumimasening about, what are you sumimasening for?
I touched you. Oh, sumimasen, sumimasen.
Stuff like that. Yeah,
Japón es raro. Japón es raro, pero está bueno, lo raro está bueno. Está bueno, pero quiero preguntarle si está bueno a largo plazo. How do you see your future here?
Oh, not here, very much.
That's what many people
Yeah,
told me. Japan is amazing, but
not for long term.
Yeah.
Not for, unless there's like a major change in the overall system, which is not about to happen until maybe 200 years later. But yeah, it's just annoying for me to constantly feel foreign. Like at some point you want to build, you want to say, this is home. But then the constant reminder in the system,
Yeah,
in
that's what everyone
work,
says.
Yeah, in
You're never
friendship,
crossing
you're never
line.
getting there. And sometimes I was wondering, is it because I'm not fluent in Japanese? Then I started learning Japanese, and then I got comfortable with
it's because
exchange.
you're not from here.
Exactly. The friendship dynamic is different. The colleagues, the work environment is different. With the boyfriend is even worse. I don't even know if today I was proposed by, let's say, a random Japanese man. I don't even know how that would look like daily life-wise. Because how can I...
You in the kitchen and him working.
Not only that, you're a woman to begin with. I only like the part where you work and I got your salary, then I give you your pocket money. We're fine with that. I totally agree. But then the rest is like, most of the women here that I personally know would work part-time jobs, McDonald's serving, because the man is the main breadwinner, and they don't feel like, even when I talk to feminist Japanese, like they say we don't need your form of feminism, Western feminism to apply to Japan, which I'm even not. Apparently I have an opinion and it makes me a feminist. Okay, so even when you talk about that with Japanese women, they're like, yeah, but we are fine with that. I don't mind being in the kitchen. I want to take care of my man. And every African woman, I understand where they're coming from.
You want more freedom? Get a bigger kitchen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everything is robots. You can clean with your robot. You can, But yeah, many women, majority actually, are like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't want to work. I want to be a trophy wife, which is comfortable. I get them. I understand them. But yeah, some of us are just not wired like that, and it's hard to fit in Japan. It's harder for me to fit in Japan than in any other country I've been to.
Same, lo mismo.
It's Japan.
Japan. Pero bueno, hay muchos temas de Japón que me gustaría hablar con ella. Quizás podría invitarla a algunos videos de otros temas que ella seguro sabe más que yo. I'm sure you know more than I do on a lot of
6 years
topics.
in here, so yeah, a lot to say. Definitely a lot to say. Negative things and many positive things. Many positive things.
And there's a lot of those same things on your channel.
Yes.
What's your channel?
My channel is crazy, like crazy LLAH. Guys, you'll enjoy content about life in Japan. If you are a fan of Japan, definitely check me out.
And if you hate Japan, also because we are showing the true,
What's
the true
up
Japan.
with the bad vibes?
If you like Japan or if you hate it, you have to make everyone come to your videos.
Okay, we just showed
You know
them-
Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
He once said, no,
Michael
someone.
Jordan or Michael B. Jordan?
No, the basketball
Because
player.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Encontré a Michael Jordan.
Someone asked him, why don't you ever talk about politics? Because Republicans also buy shoes.
Huh. Interesting.
He wants to
let us
Celsius
sink
to
in.
everyone.
Wow. Yeah, I personally show the raw Japan, which is something rare you find because many people come here, sell Japan for a living as content creator. So they have to keep showing the stereotype or the image of people outside Japan have of Japan so that people can watch
Anime,
perfection,
lights,
everything is light,
kawaii,
clean, free Wi-Fi,
Oni-chan-ya. Hold on.
I swear to God. But because I have a different experience, I show what my life, and it's pretty raw, sometimes controversial-ish. I don't know. For people, it seems controversial, but yeah. Check me out.
Vayan a seguirla, ponemos acá el Instagram también. Muchas gracias. Thank you
Muchas
very
gracias.
much. La primera vez que toco una mujer en Japón.
Okay, I gotta have a trophy.
This is new. Vamos. Ya me siento.
sorry.
I feel Argentina again.
I'm
Ya
sorry
me
for
siento.
you.
No,
It has just
no.
started.
I gave a hug to a girl, but Japanese hugs are like,
Social distancing hug.
but it's like a robot. Esto,
sorry.
Japón es muy raro, pero bueno, uno se va acostumbrando de a poco. No hace falta andar tocando gente, no hace falta ser feliz. You don't need to be happy. You just need to be happy in Japan. People
Happy in
here-
Japan, that's very contradictory.
Yeah, people here don't need to be happy. They just need to follow
The rule.
the rules. Así que vamos a seguir las reglas. Y las reglas son que ahora comentes por ahí abajo qué opinas de este tema. La otra regla es que le des duro al botón de like, suscríbete, toca la campanita, síguela a ella. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias y nosotros nos
Muchas
veremos.
gracias.
Sumimasen. Y nosotros nos veremos en otro video. ¿Qué va a ser? Sumimasen.